The FBI is tackling human trafficking in Georgia this year. The agency has nearly 100 task forces across the country investigating sex trafficking cases. Atlanta Bureau Chief Archit Seshadri has more.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp signed several bills into law last session to toughen penalties for people who recruit minors into human trafficking. That's why the FBI is making it a top priority this year to crack down on human traffickers.
Georgia's always right up there in the stats just because of population, if nothing else. Large population center is for one. You got big cities in here, you got nice weather. A lot of people want to come down this way. There's a lot of conventions in the south, a lot of interstates, main interstates that transgress all the way through the south. Those are all factors which increase that crime in our region.
A recent report shows the South has the highest cases of trafficking in the country, with data showing 80% of victims are teenage girls, 60% of the victims are white, and 25% are African American.
Human trafficking, especially commercial sex trafficking, which accounts for 93% of the reports we get of human trafficking, can happen to anybody, number one. The age range is everywhere, but primarily it's females 13 to 19 years old if you had to pick the major category. But it can happen to the boys, it can happen to girls, it can happen to people in their 20s, in their 30s. There is no specific only age range for this crime.
First Lady Marty Kemp's Grace Commission and the FBI says there are red flags: not making eye contact, having prepaid credit cards, visible bruises, traveling with older individuals, and not wearing appropriate clothing.
If you're walking in your neighborhood and you notice somebody who is living in lot worse conditions than everybody else around them, maybe even on the same property, that's a sign. If there's a teenager that suddenly withdraws, maybe they enjoy soccer or track and field or Girl Scouts, and then all of a sudden, just on a whim, they withdraw from everything.
The FBI ranks Atlanta as one of the top 14 cities for traffickers, and more than 12,000 men exploit young women in Georgia every month. The FBI says one myth is people are kidnapped, but they say it's usually a crime of opportunity or psychology. Reporting in Atlanta, Archit Seshadri, Atlanta Bureau Chief.